Hey everyone, this is Autotech. And today, well, coincidentally, this is the same day as the last video, and the fucking topic really started to pop into my mind a little while after I finished the other topic. Today I want to talk about group rides. Now, this is something that I either love or I hate, and you know, I'm going to be curious to see what everyone else's thoughts are on it. So one thing that I'm really big on is just like I do a lot of riding by myself, and the main reason for that is I like to be in control of kind of like everything that I can be. I want to stop when I want to stop, and I want to kind of go the speed that I want to go, and you know, typically people don't want to ride as long as I do, so that's kind of a big factor in it as well, especially for trips. But when it comes to a group ride, like I'm really selective, like who I will ride with. Obviously, I have the friends like outside of motorcycles, so I will ride with them because we know each other, and typically we're all on a communicator, like whether it be a Senna or a Scalia or whatever, and then we can communicate, figure out what we're doing, what's going on. Now, one of the quickest ways to get me at the back of a group and hanging back fucking doing my own thing is riding with people I don't know. And I don't know why, like maybe because I'm a little bit antisocial, but one of the quickest ways to like ruin one of my moods is just like random invited people. So today I was gonna take this guy in the middle here out, and this is his third ride, and it's my third time riding with him, so you can kind of see how that goes. Like I've taken him out every time he's gone. And we're getting ready to go, and then he's just like, oh, let's just go meet up with this guy, he wants to come. And I'm like, oh, sweet. You know, like, great. And you never know, like, you want to give everyone a fair chance, but then, like, right off the bat, the guy's trying to wheelie, and he's revving it at lights, and he's fucking this and that, and it's like, cool, but you've got someone with you that this is their third ride. Like, you need to chill a little bit. Like, you're not all out with seasoned veterans that fucking know their bikes and what they're doing. So, you know, I was just kind of like, I'm going to hang to the back and fucking do my own thing. Yeah. So I know group rides are some things that some people just fucking love. Like, if they don't have someone to go with, they don't ride their bike because they just, like, I don't know, they got to have someone to do something with at all times, or I don't know, like they just get bored, get lonely. I'm not really sure. So, like, if that's what you're into, like, that's cool. Like, that's not really my thing because I hate waiting on people too. And I'm sure everyone is about to relate to about what I'm about to say. Everyone is always late, and that just ruins the day. It's like, okay, like, let's go for this day ride. We'll meet for breakfast at 8, on the road by 9. Fuck, awesome. Then you get someone, they don't show up to breakfast till 8:30. So it's like you're fucking waiting on them, and then it's like you get the one guy that just sleeps right in, and it's like, you know, and then he texts at like 9 o'clock when you guys are almost finished your breakfast, and he's like, oh, I'll meet you here at 10, and it's like, oh. And then everyone else wants to wait on him because, I don't know, they're just afraid to admit that they're a dick and they want to leave them, but yeah, either way, fuck it, it sucks. So then, like, you don't even like leave until like 10:30. So because once you do meet up with everyone, then everyone's got to get off their bikes and they've all got to talk, and then it's, oh well, we're here, so let's just grab a coffee and fucking. And it's like, Jesus Christ, like, let's just fucking go. Like, once I get my mindset, like, it's time to go, like, I'm like, I want to go. And I hate sitting around, like, waiting for everyone to get their shit together, because for some reason I'm just, like, fucking weird, and I like to be, like, on time for everything. Riding with groups could also be something that's really dangerous, because if you get a bunch of people who don't know each other, what their riding habits are like, where they're going to be in their spots, like, I know for a fact the Angry Ginger gets bored, so he starts to fucking do this in his lane and stuff like that every once in a while. Someone who didn't know that could be fucking right up on his ass, and then the Angry Ginger just being zoned out, doesn't look in his mirror to expect someone right beside him, fucking leans over, and then, oh, there you go, you've got a collision. or you're having a more spirited ride and people are getting amped up. They're like, fuck yeah, let's go. Like, burnouts start coming up, wheelies start popping up, and fucking you get someone that's like, oh man, it's gonna look really cool, like I'm gonna blow by the group doing like 150, fuck yeah, this will be sweet. And then someone changes lanes, and then you've got a fucking collision, and it's your own fucking group. That's like, even, that'd be embarrassing, like, to get taken out by someone you're riding with. Like, shit, that would suck. They could also be something that's really safe and really good for someone to learn. Like, for example, we've got the rookie right there in the middle, and so he's on the inside of the lane, so if he starts to lose control for some reason, you know, he's got quite a ways to go till he hits oncoming traffic, and he's still got quite a ways to go before he ends up in the ditch. So something like this is a good opportunity for him to learn, and yeah, so it kind of gets him a good feel, like he's not leading the pack, so he's not overwhelmed, like, because it can definitely get stressful. Like, you're learning to work your bike and then you're leading a group, you got to remember where you're turning, and you're hoping, fuck, I don't stall it or fucking drop it. So you start to get stressed out, so you get someone a little bit more seasoned in the front, and then this person, the new rider, can sit in the middle and kind of just follow along, learn his lane positions. And so, like, it can also be a great learning opportunity. So what are your guys' thoughts on group rides? Like, is it something that you love? Is it the only way you ride? Do you avoid them like the plague? Are you like me, and when you get with people you don't know, you just kind of drop to the back, let them do their own thing and supervise? Or, you know, like, what are your thoughts? Like, and why don't you like it, or why do you love it? It'd be interesting to see everyone's thoughts, and you know, maybe you started out riding with a group, so now you just like feel comfortable with it. It's second nature. Like, you're always watching your mirror to see what the guy beside you is doing, or yeah, whatever. Like, you know, it definitely looks cool. Like, you get a train of bikes going by, like 10, 12 bikes, like, fuck, that looks cool. Like, even if it's all different makes and brands and stuff, people turn and look because they hear you guys coming from a long ways away. Like, even if you're not riding like dicks, like, bikes are just noisier. And it looks cool. Like, how many little kids do you see? Like, they turn their heads and they're like, oh man, like, that's so cool. And then they go home and they get on their mountain bikes, and then they get all their friends and they fucking go riding down the street, and they're like, yeah, we're so cool. So let me know in the comments below, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And yeah, thanks for taking the time and watching.